All right, page 84. Now, is that page 84 on the
actual book pages?
What does it say on the top screen? I don't have my book open right now.
Hang on, let me see if I can get there.
It'll say page 84, and then it'll say whatever the actual real page is.
Let me see. Hang on. Chapter 4. It's gonna probably not tell you 84.
No, it'll be different.
I think it's page 1. It says, I think it'll show you 101.
Okay. I'm on 106, and I've just been having a nightmare with it. Chip, did your tutor get a hold of you yet?
She gave me some instructions on one particular instruction that
that we had issues with?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took her, okay. I have spent so much time on this stupid assignment. I am not done. I actually took today off because I just was so frustrated. It took her an hour to figure out how to do that.
Okay, so the part where it starts becoming an issue with me is on page 103.
Okay. Let me pull my notes out. Okay, let's see.
That's where it starts becoming an issue. I cannot seem to find the background category of the CSS rule definition header.
Okay, show me your page, hon. On your program.
On here? Okay.
Okay, you're not.
Which one do you want?
Okay. Whichever. Okay, let's see. You have to go back up, and you have to go into a different page. Let's see. I remember the way they worded it screwed me up too.
Do you want the book page number or the
assignment?
Oh, the assignment, the Dreamweaver assignment. Okay.
Yeah, because that way we can walk you through it.
Okay, let me see. It's called My Layout. This one.
I'm going to go ahead and turn my other computer on and get my book up.
Okay, it's open.
Okay.
So I'm supposed to delete this.
Yeah.
Okay, I got that part. So I deleted that. So from there on, I'm stuck.
Okay, yeah, mine had issues too, and I'm on CC. And
okay, we're on page 84, and in the book number is 84.
My pages.
In the PDF file, it's 101 in the PDF file.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why don't you click on the book there?
Okay.
You're 103.
Yeah. I'll go back to 101. There we go.
Okay, so on the bottom lower right, let's see, let's see, number 1, 2, and 3. It says number 1 right there. Select the image placeholder, insert logo in the header, press delete. You delete
Right. I did that.
Yep.
I did that. I got that. That part I understood, but from after that, it starts getting confusing to me.
Awesome. Let's start. Choose window, CSS styles to display the CSS. Okay, number 2. Go back up there.
Okay.
Choose window, CSS styles to display the CSS styles panel if necessary.
Okay, I got that open. There it is. Because I went to window and I opened my CSS styles palette.
Awesome. Okay, let's go back.
Okay.
By the way, do you know how to go back and forth between 2 desktops?
No, I don't, Chip. I'm used to using a PC. This is the first I've ever touched a Mac since June. So I'm lucky I know how to run it this far.
Do you have a mouse in your hand, or do you have a track?
I use a mouse. I don't like using the trackpad.
Okay. Just for a second, take your 4 fingers and at the same time put them at the bottom of the trackpad and then push upwards.
Okay.
Have them touch the trackpad at the same time at the bottom and then push upwards in one movement.
Whoa. What'd you do to me?
Okay, now to the right, lower right, click that arrow. Okay, let's do it again. 4 fingers and push up, straight up. Oh, okay, you don't need to push down on the trackpad. Just put your fingers on the trackpad.
Okay, there. All right.
Okay, so across the top, you have, those are different desktops. And you can, it's almost like having different screens. Pretend like those were monitors that you had connected to your computer, and that each one is its own monitor that you can click on. Now, the nice thing about this is you can take over, create and take over a monitor, create them up there, and you can have as like many. I've had 10 up there at once. And the nice thing about it is it's really easy to go between monitors with your keystrokes. So what I want you to do is now click on the Adobe Reader. In fact, click on it right now, the Adobe Reader, grab it, and then put it up to the right of that desktop. Just grab it and then drag that whole screen up to the upper right where the plus sign is. Yeah, over to the right. See the little plus sign? Grab it again. There, drop it right there. Okay, you just created another monitor, essentially.
Okay.
Now, do the same thing with the Dreamweaver. Grab it and move it up there, drop it. Okay, now let's, you can click on the desktop 2, which is the PDF file, click there. And now maximize that screen. You can pull it over and then click the max button.
Whoa. It went away.
Okay, click the max. Okay, now your PDF file is taking over that full screen. Now take those 4 fingers again and do that movement one more time. Okay, now click on the desktop 3 where the Dreamweaver is. And do the same thing. Take and maximize it.
Okay.
Great. Now, let go of the mouse and with a control, with your finger, left finger on the control key and your right finger on the left arrow. Hold down the control key and then click left arrow.
Aha.
And now do right. Hold down the control key and hit the right arrow.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Now, hold down the control key and hit the left arrow twice. Because you'll go past the PDF file, the textbook, and then you'll go to this next one here. So here, if you want, you can actually bring up a browser and bring up the class, for example, if you'd like, and maximize that. But this is just your desktop. So anyways, hold down the control key and go right arrow. Let's get back to this. Now you can just go back and forth, right, left to navigate between these two quote unquote desktops, or like as if they were their own monitor.
Okay.
It's kind of a virtual way of extending your desktop and maximizing it.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's go control right arrow. And by the way, I do 2, I think it might be set up so that you can take 2 fingers. You know how you put 4 fingers on your thing, on your trackpad? Now take 2 fingers to the right side of your trackpad. Put 2 fingers down at the same time and swish to the left.
No, it's not working.
Okay.
I'll use the arrows.
All right. Yeah, they're different ways of setting it up, and I thought that the 2-finger thing would move from screen to screen. Okay. Now let's go left arrow. Let's go look at your textbook. In fact, I could even read this to you because I have the textbook up myself.
Okay.
So let's go back to Dreamweaver.
Okay.
So you got number 2. Choose Windows CSS styles to display the CSS styles panel, and that is being displayed. Now, in the CSS styles panel, double-click the header rule to edit it.
Okay. So this is this is the CSS panel, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I see style, all rules, but where is the one that I'm supposed to click?
Right there.
Header?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
It says double-click the header rule.
Okay.
Oops. Try that one more time. Double-click.
Okay.
Okay. You're now editing the header rule.
All right.
Okay. The CSS rule definition for header dialog box appears. Hold on. And now in the background category
Background.
of the CSS rule definition for header dialog box, click the browse button next to the background image.
Browse button. Okay.
Good. Select banner.jpg and note the dimensions of the image in the preview.
Okay.
Look at the preview. Look at the dimensions right there.
Okay.
What are they?
The dimensions, it's 950 by 130.
Great. That's right. Now click OK. Choose to select the background image.
Just click open. Open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. All right. Now, background images repeat both vertically and horizontally by default. And this isn't a problem at the moment, but to ensure that this setting doesn't cause any undesirable effects in the future, you'll need to change the repeat behavior. Choose no repeat from the background repeat menu.
No repeat. Okay.
And now click apply to view the results. Nope. There you go. Good.
Okay.
And to see, click apply to view the results. The header is wide enough but not tall enough to display the entire background image. Since background images aren't truly inserted into an element, they have no effect, positive or negative, on the size of a container.
Something's wrong.
To ensure that the div is large enough to display the entire image, you need to add a height specification to the header rule. In the box category,
The bot.
over the
Okay.
left,
Okay.
there you go. Type 130 in the height field. No,
Okay.
not the width, it's the height.
Oh, height. Oh, sorry.
Good. That's 130 in the height field, and choose PX from the pop-up menu to the right of the height field.
Okay.
Good. Click apply.
Okay.
Okay. The background appears fully in the header element. Note the image is slightly narrower than the container. We'll adjust the width of the layout later. We don't want to set the width of the header element itself. You learned in lesson 3 that the width of block elements like header defaults to the entire width of their parent element. Before clicking OK, we need to add some finishing touches to the element. The header element contains a background color that doesn't match your site color scheme. Let's apply one that does. In the background category,
Okay.
good. Type #090 in the background color field.
090.
Yes. Click OK. You won't see the background color unless the background image fails to load. Okay, that's all that they're saying is, don't worry about this. This is like a backup. If there's some reason that the graphics are turned off or that they fail to load,
Okay.
then the background color will take over.
Okay.
All right, and choose File, Save. All right, let me pause for a second. Are we past the point that you were stuck?
Yes.
Great. Okay, hold on one second. Hey, DJ. DJ?
Hey, what?
Okay.
I forgot I was muted. I forgot I was muted. I was downloading my book on my other computer.
Oh, DJ, wake up.
So DJ, are you at a point where you can share your screen where you might be stuck?
Let me see if it's uploaded. Just a second.
So where did you, Chip, wait a minute. Okay, I see where you stopped reading. Okay, never mind.
You good?
I'm actually
Yeah.
past where she's at. So if you want to get her caught up, I'm at page 106.
Okay, now that's page 106 of the PDF file, right?
Yeah, and I'm on Adobe CC, so it's completely different.
Right.
I was so frustrated. I didn't do anything with it today because I was that upset.
Okay. Let's. I'm not going to worry too much about getting her caught up to where you are, but more importantly, I'd like to jump to where you are. Are you?
Okay. Just let me minimize my screen so I can see what you guys are doing.
What page are you going to, DJ?
We're jumping
I'm on
up
page
4 pages.
106.
106?
Yeah. Let me look at my notes and see where I left off, okay?
Yep.
Because CC is completely different and it makes it a total nightmare. And it's just, I just can't explain how bad it is.
I wish that our school would choose a textbook that corresponds to CC. I emailed the dean asking for that, and he said that the curriculum development group that chooses textbooks is not going to do that for a little bit.
And they need to put Dreamweaver CS6 back because this stuff does not match up with what we have now. The AP Give One rule is not applied this way. It's applied completely different.
Yeah. Now, would you be open to sending an email with your feelings? Because I think that will help persuade the people who are in a position to make decisions about this. And if you could just express, you can, if you'd like, you can email me and then I can forward it on to the dean.
Okay. Because I'm really mad. I've spent over 12 hours. Well, no. Yeah, it's over 12 hours on just this assignment. And this is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to do this.
Yeah, I actually have already shared 1 or 2 messages from students with the dean, and I'm not getting the feeling that there's urgency.
Yeah, they don't care. And we're going to end up failing because we're not going to be able to complete the assignment. You know, if it takes the tutor over an hour to figure out 1 page of an assignment, and I've got like what, 8 more pages to go, and I've already spent 12 or 13 hours on it. I mean, come on, really?
All right, let's have you put that in an email. And
Okay. Who do I mail it to?
What, I don't mean to interrupt, but why did they let us download CC and then we can't use it?
well, that's exactly what mistake was made. They did not see they did not foresee the problem, and of recommending that students download CC and then not reciprocate with a book that's for that version.
Well, yeah, you need to, I mean, they need to do that. Because, I mean, if I downloaded CC, but I haven't installed it because I don't have any books to go with it.
Yeah. Okay. if you want to send me your opinion, also send it to me, and I'll forward both of your emails on to the dean.
Okay.
What's on?
Yeah, I wish I could download CS6 again, but I can't find where I can get it.
If you want, I can get that for you.
Please do. This is driving me bonkers.
It's going to drive everybody else bonkers, Chip, that has CC and not CS6.
Yeah.
I'm having enough trouble with the book matching, helping me through CS6, let alone what DJ's going through.
I get it. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
We can do it.
Whoever's sharing the screen needs to stop so I can share mine.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, sweetie.
I thought I did.
Says you cannot start screen share while other participant is sharing.
Oh, how come it doesn't want to go away?
Because it likes you.
Oh, Chip, can you unshare me?
Let me think.
It does. I can't get it to go away.
Should have been on the bottom of the page by where the chat is.
Where is my?
Here.
Did you do it?
Good thing I checked my email.
Okay, I got you. Stop share. I'm done. There you go.
Okay. Share screen. Woohoo.
There you go.
Dreamweaver up. There we go. That's the other thing I hate about the Zoom. You can't get rid of this stupid chat box. It's like no matter where you put it, it's in the way.
Yeah. What's interesting is you see it, but we don't. That's what's interesting.
I got it way down at the bottom.
Yeah, I just did that since we're all talking. Okay, so you see this cute little butterfly over in the left corner? That's the last thing I worked on. Or, well, the tutor and I. She finally got it. And I went ahead and saved it because I didn't want to have to do it on my own. And that's the last thing I did.
All right.
Wow, CC's backwards.
Oh, wait, you want to hear? Remember how you just did that? What was it called? You go to Window, and then you have your CSS and all that?
Yeah.
Now we have CSS Designer and Transitions.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So now, instead of going to CSS Styles, you go over here to CSS Designer, and you have to add into it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. See, this is the files for this assignment right here.
Wow.
And I figured out most of these by myself.
Wow.
Let's see. I forget how she did that. But anyways, this is all the different stuff they have on it.
It's totally different than CS6.
Exactly my point.
Oh, my God.
Okay, I got to tell you guys something.
What?
Okay.
Software changes.
I know.
Every release of software, it changes. We need to let the software change and love the change and be at peace with the change and believe that it is an improvement. And
I'm not saying it's not an improvement. I'm saying that I don't know what I'm doing because I've got a book that doesn't match, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
All right, well, let's figure it out. Let's do what we can do.
Yeah, sure.
I'm so glad I didn't install it.
Okay, so we've got the, I forgot where we left off. Okay, maybe it's 107. Let's see, wait, where am I at? Okay. Okay, I've got 09 to, oh, I didn't take my book up to where I'm at. I'm so smart. It's been a long day. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the green background and the butterfly. The app div one rule is what really caused us a lot of problems, and she finally got that. And I forgot where we left off at. I thought she said 106.
Okay.
But I remember doing the type nav because I've got the home about us. Contact us on there.
Okay, over on the right side, let's see. I'm on page 106, I guess,
Okay.
in the
I'm
book.
on 106.
And let's see. These insert layouts, AP. Object.
Remember we clicked that. And then I think it was, then we clicked the style. And let's see, what was it I was supposed to click?
Can you, just for a second, can you go to the insert menu at the top? Insert?
Huh? Insert?
Insert, yeah, just for a second here.
Okay. Oh, and inserting an image now is really easy. Sort of.
Yeah, I think that this big change of insert layout objects has yeah, this whole section, the AP div tag, they phased that out. If you look at it in the textbooks, it talks about saying, hey, AP divs were used extensively in the past. But then it says their usage has declined. So they have phased out AP div tags
Right.
in this version of the software.
Right.
They've also phased out the spry.
The what?
They're called spry menu.
Okay. I don't know what that is either. See. Yeah, because see, when you hit the div tag at the top of the page, oh, where'd it go? See, okay, content for new div tag goes here. And it took us forever to get this, by the way.
Yeah, the software CS6 would automatically create the AP div tag for you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I tried typing in the div AP pound AP div 1 in there, and it acted like I was an idiot, basically. Like, what are you doing? Oh. I know. Sorry. Oh.
It's okay, DJ.
And I was trying to get ahead, and so that way I could have notes. And I thought, oh, it's not going to be that hard because I'm really good at figuring out computer programs. I don't know why. I always have been. I mean, when I was working civil service, they would literally bring me a program, install it on my computer, notebook, and tell me figure it out. And then once I figured it out, I would call them and they would watch me work it, and they'd give me assignments to do on it. And then they'd say, oh, by the way, you have a class starting, and then they'd tell me what day and what time you're teaching.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't mind learning new software, but I do mind having a book that I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. Yep. That's where my frustration is.
I get it. Okay, so
I'm all good with software. I'm very good with software.
All right, good. I'm going to right now. I'm going to see if I can Well, what I'm trying to do is decide whether or not I should have people just jump over this section or if I should try to show them how to do it manually. Do what the old Dream CS6 would do automatically. And I'm just seeing whether or not I should try to teach everybody how to do it manually or just jump over. Because I see the AP Div 1 tag is already created in.
Yeah. It took the tutor an hour to get that little section done.
But
this right here?
On page 106, where we put the little butterfly up and the
Yeah.
div tag and all that, it took her over an hour because she didn't know how to do it, and she had to go back and forth between Google and Dreamweaver, Adobe Dreamweaver help menus and all kinds of stuff. It was nuts. And then by the time she got done trying to get it to work, I was so confused. I don't really know how we did it. I just saved it. I'm not dumb. You know, it's just, I'm so frustrated. I'm glad I'm not as temperamental as I used to be, because I would have to buy a new computer.
Oh, no, don't do that.
No, I won't.
It's not necessary to throw your computer.
But, you know, it's just, like I said, I took today off from this because I give up. I give up.
Is this the only class you have?
No.
What's
I had
your-
live class this morning, and I was up till like 1 o'clock last night trying to figure stuff out. And then I kept waking up off and on because my brain is one of those that if I've got something that's bugging me, I'll keep going back to it and going back to it.
Yeah.
And it'll wake me up and I can't sleep. And yeah, I've been tired all day.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
So, but anyways, I've got my background color field in. I'm not even exactly really sure where I'm left off on the book, because she said there's so many things that got combined together that I thought she said page 107, but I don't know. I'm confused on where I'm at, actually.
well, what I'm doing is I've downloaded the data files for chapter 4, and I'm opening it up just to see if this tag, the div 1 tag, is present.
Well, you know, I'm kind of a cheater. I was thinking if I could figure out how to get my assignment done, just copy and paste everything over to everybody else that has CC. I know that's cheating, but I'm kind of at that point right now.
Why would you do that?
What? Why would I do what?
Why would you think that was good for them?
Because you can't figure out how to do it. I don't know. The last teacher we had for this, she literally walked us through the assignments, and she said, don't forget to copy and paste. And then she'd highlight and say, change this, and change this.
But you can't learn that way.
That's why I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, I do kind of, but this has just got me really frustrated, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's understandable.
Yeah, see, if you open up, I re-downloaded the chapter 4 data files, and just to make sure that I wasn't working with them that I'd already changed. And
Uh-huh.
the AP div 1 tag is ID is already there in the original source. So
Okay.
your div class equals container. Yours says on line 138 APP div 1, and mine that I just downloaded just says AP div 1.
Where-
So scroll up. Let me see if your corresponding class or ID has a APP. Probably does.
Which is okay.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
I don't know where you're talking about, Chip.
Right there, line 118, APP div 1.
On on CS6 or CC?
Well, we're just looking at HTML. It doesn't matter. CS.
118.
Okay, 118 through 124. The tutor did that. And
We're-
then
We're on
she
page.
did,
Oh,
and then she did the other part that we were talking about down here with the div ID.
I
She
see
did
it.
something about absolute. The position has to be absolute. I remember that, but I don't remember what else all we did. It was very confusing.
well, if you look at the original code, she didn't have to type that in. That is actually, I'm looking at the original file, and that's already in there.
Okay.
The APP div 1 actually in the original file was actually AP div 1.
Okay.
It had position absolute, width 170 pixels, height 160. So none of that's new. That's all in the original file.
Okay.
I don't see it.
You don't have it on yours?
I'm looking at line 118 and I have nothing on it.
Okay, why don't you stop sharing your screen for a second? I'll have her share her screen.
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad I checked my emails.
Okay. You see it, Chip?
Yeah, now you got to be you have to be a little bit flexible here because there's a possibility that she's added some things. She's further in the assignment than you are. There might be some,
Okay.
the line numbers don't correspond directly to her line numbers. So you have to be a little flexible regarding that.
Okay.
So let's look for, oh, let's see. Now, here's the number one. Number two, you're not even looking at the same file that DJ was looking at.
Oh, okay.
You're in a file called mylayout.html, and
Uh-huh.
she was in a different file, I believe.
Yeah, it's finished layout or something like that.
Okay.
So you guys got to be really flexible, knowing that.
Layout finished.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
think it was my initials, so I know what one was the one that was correct.
All right. I didn't see that. Sorry.
That's
Okay,
okay.
on line 118, though, this is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, but if you go down to 126, you've got app div 1,
There it is.
position absolute.
Ah, yeah, okay.
So
He
be
said be flexible. Because I've got different things in where that you haven't done yet.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
You may have
It's okay.
deleted some things in the instructions and so on. But that's it right there. And if you scroll down some more, the AP div 1, that's the CSS rule, but scroll down some more. And right there on your line 156, that's the corresponding div tag that is being impacted by that AP div 1 rule. Because that div tag has an ID of AP div 1. And so the rule up there in the CSS is saying, hey, this rule applies to ID, the thing that has an ID of AP div 1. And then we come down here and say, what thing has the ID of AP div 1? And there it is right there, line 156. It says, the ID is like giving something a name. Like my ID is Chip Brown.
Right.
So the ID is unique within an HTML file. And inside the context of an HTML file, it's like there can be one Chip Brown in this file. There can be one ID with that name. You're not going to find another thing with an ID of AP Div 1. This is it. Now,
Okay.
on the other hand, the class just above it on line 155,
Uh-huh.
the class is a different concept altogether. Well, in fact, let me change my analogy. A minute ago, I was saying there's one Chip Brown. But let's say there are lots of Browns. The entire family is here, and I've got Chip Brown and Ann Brown and Bree Brown and Jonathan Brown. As you can tell, each of them have a unique ID. It's not like you're going to name your children the same name. You're not going to have two Johns or two Briannes. And it just is the name of your children has to be unique. So do the IDs need to be unique. But we all have the same last name, Brown. And that's the concept with the class. The class on line 155, the class of container, lots of different things can share a common class. Lots of different people can share a common last name of Brown.
Uh-huh.
Different things can be of the class container. Now, if you're going to impact the container, you have rules that if you scroll up, you'll see a dot before the word container in the CSS rule. If it's a dot, that means this rule impacts a class.
Okay.
Scroll up until you see dot container. I think we have one of that.
Dot container, huh? Content. There it is.
Here it is.
Sure.
I knew it was up towards the top somewhere.
So anytime you see a dot, it is impacting a class.
Okay.
And so all things of that class will assume the styling that is there.
Okay.
So you see the difference between the mutually exclusive ID and yet the group-oriented class. You see the difference there? The class starts with a dot. The IDs start with a hashtag,
Okay.
pound symbol.
Okay. This is so totally different from when I learned years and years and years ago. I learned raw HTML.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CSS is definitely spun up, man. It's definitely become very pertinent.
Popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is, if you don't have any questions, if you're not, oh, wait a second, DJ, do you want to let's pick up where you left off, DJ, and do some more, if you'd like.
Okay, I actually don't remember where I left off because I noticed we've got the home about us on there.
I'll stop sharing.
Okay.
So I've got home about us, and that's on line 15 on page 107. And I've got the background color, I think. Nav P dialog box. Let me see. Selector name window. I don't know where I'm at. I'm sorry. I'm so confused. I thought she said I was done with page 106, but I've got stuff on 106 that's already done.
I'm trying to get my page numbers to
Yeah, I'm sorry.
show up here. I don't know why they're not.
But the good news was we learned a lot of stuff. Like going into CSS Designer and how to do different things.
There you go. Now you're sounding positive.
I've got my notes, but I forgot to put exactly where we left off because she wasn't sure either. So background category, type 090 and background color field. That's that green, right?
Yeah.
So,
So you have on page 108. Have you done that all the way through?
What?
Have you done number 18, 19, 20 on page 108 of the PDF file?
I'm not sure. I think we were working on it, but I don't remember.
Let's go check. If
Okay.
select the C, select compound from the selector.
Container nav P, would that be, the dot container would be up towards the top, right?
P.
There's the container. Nav P. I don't know where the nav P part of the container thing is. From selector type menu. CSS styles panel, click new CSS rule. Okay, so that would be that. Style. Okay, new is right here. See this dot, this arrow? That's where you add your new CSS rule.
Yeah.
So that would be create a new CSS file, right?
Right.
Okay.
File. Oh, wait a minute. That's not what we're trying to do though.
Okay. CSS styles panel. Create. Blah, blah, blah. I can't even talk now.
This rule button. Can you click on your CSS Designer? All right. Okay, so down to the lower left, see the selectors? That plus right there, that plus, that will create a new rule. Click that.
Okay.
So
I knew there was something we did down there.
the other one up there is actually for creating a new external CSS file, and we are.
Okay. This is for internal, right? Okay. So I need to
Click the new CSS rule. Okay, if necessary, select compound selector type menu.
like that.
The selector name window should display dot container nav P. So I'm wondering if this is relative to where we were clicked on. Because frankly, it started off with saying to us that rather than jumping right in here into the CSS, it first said, insert the cursor back. I'm going back a little bit. Insert the cursor back into the header. Click the header tag selector. Press the right arrow. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out right where you left off.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
I'm thinking line page 107 and right at the very top is where I'm thinking you might be.
Okay.
Let's see. Insert the cursor back into the header. Click the header tag selector. Okay.
Let's see. Header tag selector.
I'm wondering with CS or CC, does it have a Command T option?
It usually does not work. Like where it says press Control Command T for tag editor.
If you had,
Where it says
Out of the way.
content for new div
Okay.
tag goes here.
Okay, this is Command T, okay? Command T. It says modify, and then I don't know what it did after that.
Quick tag editor. I think that's it. Does that show up on your screen? Do you have a dialog when you go to modify quick tag editor?
No?
Do that one more time if you would. Click modify. Is anything happening? Because I don't see the drop-down window.
I don't see anything. That's what we were having problems with before.
See, not only do we have CC, but we actually might have a bug here.
Great. Okay, so I need to go to modify in the tag editor.
choose
Tag
insert
editor.
layout objects, AP div.
But where is it? I wonder if it's just the upper left there where it says, look above the butterfly. It says content for new div tag goes here.
Okay.
But I don't know if that is the, I don't think that that's the quick tag editor in CC. Hold on, let me try something.
Okay.
Get a chair.
Is it under modify that you got that? Yeah, Command T.
Are you about done talking to that dude?
The same thing happens in CS6.
Okay.
Look at little girls, you spend more time with him on the motherfucking phone and talking to him, talking to on the phone with him, I'm on the computer. Oh, okay.
Sorry, Phyllis, I had to mute you there. Yeah, the Command T doesn't bring up, it says there on page 107, press Control T, Command T to activate the tag editor.
That's Command T.
Oh.
Oh, hey, it finally popped up.
You know what? I was putting my mouse right over that exact thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's funny. Because the moment that you saw it was the moment I was putting my mouse over it on my screen, over your screen, and so funny. We were both,
They interfered with each other.
yeah, we were both on that same.
Okay, so
Okay.
now,
But
now
they want you to be after the header. So on the line 140 on the right side, go down to line 140, hit after the header tag there. Hit after, put your mouse, there you go, good. Now go back up to the tag editor.
where it says content for new div tag.
No, just go back to that tag editor that you just discovered up there across the top.
Oh, you mean that?
Wait a minute. It's no. Let's see, div container.
I'm confused.
Click that above the word here, right to the right, about 1 inch from where you're right. Oop, back. Go back to
Yes, I thought you already could do that. Okay. I'm so confused.
shows.
What is that? Inspect mode. Oh, live source. Okay.
So, okay, so type now, let's see, activate tag editor, insert HTML. Okay, Control T to activate the tag editor. The tag editor appears allowing you to add HTML components or edit existing tags. Type nav. Tag. See
Ooh.
element. See right down here.
Uh-huh. Is that your mouse squeaking?
Oh, that's right. It's div.container. Hold on. Okay, we are in the div class container. You can see right here,
Right.
div.container.
Yeah. Yeah, I discovered that a while ago on a different part of this. So it's kind of nice. It lets you know what you're doing.
Yeah, we're outside. If we clicked over here, you can see we're inside the header tag. But when we go out of the header tag,
Mm-hmm.
we're out.
And then if you look on the properties, it tells you you're in the container also. Right below it.
One moment, I need to mute myself.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I think I lost my cursor control.
Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm not doing anything, so you've got it.
Dot container, and then let's see. Yeah, let's return. Okay, so it's thinking right here.
Mm-hmm.
Live code is read only and cannot be modified. Turn replay off. Oh, that's the cases. Okay. So we're just going to do over here. Oh, in fact, I think, could you see it there? Okay. So an empty nav element has been inserted in the code. Probably needs to have that. Okay. So an empty nav element has been inserted in the code, and the cursor has been inserted within this element. We're having to do this a little bit manually here. Let's see, this element. Ready for you to enter into in the property inspector. Select paragraph from the format pop-up menu. Select paragraph.
Do you have to refresh it to get the properties back?
Okay. So, select paragraph from the format pop-up menu. Okay. Property. Select paragraph from the format pop-up menu. Type home, about us, contact us. But you already have that.
Right.
Oh, all right. So it looks like you've already done this part. There it is, right?
But did I do it right?
Nav. Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Are those words on number 14 it says type nav, and then an empty nav element has been inserted into the code and the cursor has been inserted within this element, ready for you to enter any contact. Here is
And I didn't put it inside them.
very good, DJ. That's
Okay.
right. Not only that, but the paragraph tag, it says select paragraph from format pop-up, type, in the new paragraph element as placeholders for navigation links. So I think that this,
It's supposed to be somewhere else. It's supposed to be in between the navs. Okay. Yeah, and the P goes before the nav. Yep. Ah. See, by the time I got done with the tutor, I was really frazzled.
I'm not judging.
I didn't say you were. I'm just telling you. I told you I didn't even know where I was left off at. So, you know.
It's all good. Select the P tag. Let's see. Now number 6, select the P tag selector at the bottom of the document window. P tag selector at the bottom of the document window. P tag selector at the bottom of the document window.
Yeah, that's so vague. I don't know what you're talking about.
P tag selector at the bottom of the document window.
Would that be like the whole big document then?
Well, a tag selector is really a CSS rule. And so the P tag selector at the bottom of the document window in the CSS, I'll click the bottom of the document window, P tag selector.
Ugh, it's gonna be your mouse doing that.
That's feedback.
Oh, okay.
That's a microphone feedback.
Okay.
Okay, select the P tag selector at the bottom of the document window. CSS, I'll click the new CSS rule button. I think what they're really having us do is be in here, and they are referring to the panel. See, not only the P tag selector, at the bottom of the document window in the CSS taskbar, click the new CSS rule button. See, these are selectors here.
Uh-huh.
And so now there's a P tag right there. That's considered a P tag selector right there.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay. Select the P tag, select the button, okay, in the CSS file, click the new CSS rule button. That's number 17. Now number 18, if necessary, select compound from the selector type menu. And then the type, select the name window should display dot container nav p. Now, okay, so dot container, that's this guy here. It's a class. And then nav, that's right there, and then p. So that's right there. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Hey, Ben.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm back. So it's really important that we have the cursor in the context. You can see we're within the dot container. I mean, you know, this is the class, so dot container rule. Then
Mhm.
relative to that, see right here, dot container, and then nav,
Oh, that's where, okay. God, I keep forgetting about that.
nav p. Now, watch this. When we go into here and we click this plus,
Selector.
it automatically copies in the context of where we had been clicked on.
Okay.
It's now, the reason why it does that, it's because we've gone in the document where we want to introduce a style. And by selecting that, we had selected, you know, you literally clicked on the code
Right.
right there. And by doing that, Dreamweaver knows where I am. It knows right here. It says you're within the body tag, within a div tag, which has the name, a class name of container, inside the nav tag, inside the paragraph tag, and that's where you are. Then when I come along and say, hey, I want to do some designing here, then I click a plus, it automatically puts all this in here because it knows where I was. It knows where my cursor had been. And so it plops that right in there. So that is now number 18. And then
and it's so stupid because it says at the bottom of the document window, it doesn't say where, you know, because this is what we just did, and it doesn't tell you, you know what I mean? It's very confusing.
yeah, I wonder why they worded it like that, because
I don't know, because even CS6 is going to have problems with that.
the bottom
It's just the wording.
window.
And I mean, like, I get so busy trying to figure out what they're saying on the book, I forget what I'm doing on the screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a minute ago, I knew the body div container and all that. I knew that. I remembered that. and then I'm so busy trying to figure out what they're saying, I just kind of like can't. I don't know. I just get so frustrated.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be just try to get the gist of what the author's having you do,
Yeah.
and don't tie them too directly to what you expect and so on. Because I agree with you. Number 16 right there at the bottom of the document window, it's P tag selector. Well, the fact is, a P tag selector, you know, the document window, this is a panel here. If we're talking about the CSS styles or styles,
Yeah.
that's not really a document window. This would be a document window, or this would be a document.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so we have to be a little bit careful. Sometimes authors use editors who don't have the same awareness that the author does, and it's lost in translation. So
I've seen that happen before.
So then click the less specific button to remove the notation dot container from the selector name. And so that's fine. By doing so, we end up making it so that this thing will impact all nav-p distinct relationships instead of just the dot container one. Then click OK to create the rule and so on. You know what? I actually need to do some tasks here that I just got some phone calls about, and I'm still here at work.
Okay.
What I need to do is have you save this where we're at, and then pick up where we're at in the book, and then tomorrow night we're going to be releasing our website again, and and I don't know, I just am preparing for the possibility that I won't be available at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. I think there's a pretty good likelihood. So that's why I decided to call an audible here on tonight's meeting. What I want to do is I won't be able to know when I'm available tomorrow night until I am available.
Okay.
We do this once a month, the major releases, and that's tomorrow. So poor timing. But anyways, take it from there, and I'm going to save this recording. I'll upload it tonight, and hopefully it'll help some folks. I want to thank you both for coming in. I appreciate it. This has been really helpful. I think it's going to be helpful for the people in the course. So, all right. So I will ping everybody when I can come up for air tomorrow night.
Poor guy. I really feel bad for you.
Well, this is the real thing, man. This is a real website, and it's being hit by a lot of people who use it to make money. So
I know. I feel for you. I really do.
yeah, it's intense. It's high pressure.
Yeah.
All right, you two, take care. I got to sign off. I'll stop the recording now. And,
Okay.
And I'll save the recording and upload it. All right.
Okay.
Thanks again. Go ahead.
One question.
Shoot.
How do I find the Control T or Command T at Tag Editor? It's not coming up.
Yeah, I agree.
It didn't come up on mine either.
Yeah, didn't come up on mine.
So what do I do? Just ignore it?
No, do what I did. Just go into the HTML and type it in. That's
Okay.
All it is a dynamic place to type it in. So it's if you're in design. We were in code view, and if you're in design view only, you would see it. But because we're in code view, we basically defeated the purpose of the quick tag editor. If you're in exclusively design view, then we would see it. So that's the thing. If you want to see it, just go into design view, then bring it up, and you'll see it.
Okay. I think I understand what you're saying.
Now, do you know the difference between the code on the left and the design on the right?
Yes.
That's called split. We were in split mode,
Yes.
but they're assuming that we're in design mode only.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
When you're in design mode only, and then you type and you do that Command T, then it pops up and you see it.
Oh, okay.
It's
All
kinda
right.
like- it's like a little mini code view.
Okay.
That's all it is. But because we were in split, it disables it from showing up. It only shows up if you're in complete design mode.
Okay. I just made a note on my piece of paper.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I don't
Chip.
feel-
All
I
right.
don't feel as frustrated as I did. Thank you.
Good. Thanks.
Do you want me to show up for class normal time, and if anybody needs help, do it best I can, or what?
Hey, that would be awesome. I'm not asking you to do that.
I know you're not.
I actually can't ask you to do that.
I know you can't.
So,
The school
if-
hasn't called me back yet either, so.
if you do, it will be just like we normally have, like the play, the time for students to meet in our live lecture. Then it would not be class format.
Right,
It would be simply a student study group. That's it.
right.
Good. That
And I
worked. That works.
really know.
All right. Thanks.
All right.
guys.
Thank you.
All right. I
Take care.
appreciate both of you very much.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Thanks. You too.
Okay, we'll see you.
Have
Bye.
a good night.
Thanks. You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.